Now, the drawing is a combination of different types of lines, various lines, thick line, thin line, dotted line, hidden lines. Most of the drawings includes all these lines. So here we want to discuss about the types of line, what is the thickness of that line in drawing, how it looks in drawing, and what is the application of that particular line in drawing. So first, continuous thick line. The thickness of that line must be 0.5 millimeter and it looks thick, and the general application on drawing, most of the lines in drawing must be outlines and all lines are like continuous thick line. Now continuous thin, 0.2 mm thickness, it is thin than continuous thick. It is used in dimension line, extension lines, projection lines, ladder lines, hatching lines, revolve section, construction line, etc. Then dashed medium thick. It may be 0.3 millimeter and the illustration of that line is dash, 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 dash. It is used to represent the hidden line of the surface or line. Now chain thin, 0.2 mm thickness, and it is drawn like line dash, line dash, line dash, line dash. The application of this line is to represent the center line, line of the symmetry, and locus line. Our next line is chain thin and thick at ends only. Now in this line, the end portions of the line are 0.5 mm thickness and the remaining part is 0.2 mm thickness. Now this line is used to represent the cutting planes on the drawing. Then chain thin double dashed, 0.2 mm thickness, and in drawing it is represents outline for adjacent parts, alternative and extreme position for removable parts. Now continuous thin wavy, it is 0.2 mm thickness and it shows the irregular boundary line or short break line. Continuous thin with zigzag, 0.2 mm thickness, and it is used to represent the long break line or long part in our drawing. Continuous thick, chain thick, 0.5 mm thickness. Now this line is used to indicate the surface to meet the special requirements in the drawing. Now here there is one 3D object and its sectional part. Now in this object, the length of the object is 95 mm, and from this arrow when you observe the object, you will get the front view of the object. This arrow direction represents the top view and this is a left hand side view. Now in this object you can see the width of the object 40 mm, total height of the object 50 mm. There is one circular hole of 25 mm diameter, and here the cutting plane lines at the center, SS line represents the cutting plane line. This is a half portion of the object in which the number of lines on the cutting surface represents the cutting plane intersect the surface of the object. Now these are the views, or you can say orthographic views of the previous object. Now in this drawing, we will discuss all lines. First, section line. Okay, it is continuous thin, and the surface which is undercutting is represented by H line or section lines. This is the extension line. If you want to represent the height of the object using dimension lines, so when you extend that line from an object, that two lines are known as extension line. It is continuous thing. Dimension lines has two arrows at ends. Outlines of the object. So in our drawing, the main line or most of the lines are outlines. Then cutting plane lines, which represents the top view of cutting plane, and this line must be thin with thick at both the ends. Now ladder lines, if you want to represent the dimensions of small circular hole, so we have to extend that dimension line outside the drawing with this type of line, ladder lines. It is continuous thin. Then projectors or projection lines are always thin. Hidden lines. In our object, if you want to represent the part which is hidden from viewing sides, so that lines or that surface is represented as a dashed line, and the symmetrical object or the axis of the object represented by it is center line. Now when any object are moving like handle, so the center of the concentric circles are moving in particular arc or constant radius arc. That path of that particular center is represented by locus line. It is always chain line. Short break line, it is used to represents the irregular boundaries or long constant or you can say uniform cross sections bar. Long break lines represents the line for the long part. Chain thin line for specification of the particular surface. Now system of dimensioning. Any drawing without dimension, it is incomplete. So we have to use proper dimensioning system for their particular drawings. So here we want to discuss two types of dimensioning system. One is align system and Unidentify system. Now what is align system? So in align system, the dimensions is perpendicular to dimension line in such a way that it may be read from the bottom edge and the right hand edge of the drawing sheet. So in this particular drawing, we can say that in top view, this 95 mm value is put on the above of the dimension lines and it must be middle of the line, and another 40 mm. So here the numerical value is perpendicular to the dimension lines, and when you insert the dimensions of height of the object, so it must be perpendicular to dimension line, but here the dimension line is vertical, so the numerical value is always perpendicular to dimension lines, which is shown here. Now in align system, for the orientation of different dimension lines, here these two lines are horizontal dimension lines, so numerical value is above the dimension lines, and these two are vertical line. So here 20 mm put on the left side of the dimension line, but it is always perpendicular to dimension line. And here remaining 4 dimension lines with different orientations, you can say here in all these lines, when the line is in the first quadrant and fourth quadrants, the value is above, and another second and third quadrant, also you can say the line is above the dimension line. So Unidentify system, in this dimensioning system, all the dimensions are so placed that they can be read from the bottom edge of the drawing sheets. So in the same drawing, the lengths 95 mm and 40 mm are placed in middle of the dimension lines, and it is always vertical. And remaining 3 dimensions which represents the height of the object, and here also our numerical value of the dimensions are always vertical. So in Unidentify system, all the dimensions are so placed that you can see from one direction only, all are vertical. So these are the different orientations of the dimensions for horizontal, for vertical, and different location of the dimension lines. In all cases, our numerical value is always vertical in any case. Okay, thank you.